What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 20 of our Lille career mode and the final episode of season 1. And today we have the Europa League final against Arsenal, and then we have our end of season, squad kind of thing where we look around and you know the deal. You know the deal by now. We're gonna auto replace unavailable player for this match. Ndicka hurt himself, so Ndicka will not be available for this game in the final, which is a bit of a shame, but we are going to have to move past it. Who do I want to bring onto the bench? Gies, I suppose, who's been excellent lately. So the starting 11, Samaro, Botman, who I believe... No, they're on the right side. Just making sure they're on the right side. So Bamba, David, Ikone, and then Yoshizi in behind, Samare, Sanchez in midfield, and then Shelik, Samaro, Botman, Bradarich sitting in front of Magnan. That will be the starting 11. As we jump in to play Arsenal, who will be playing Aubameyang, Pepe, Martinelli, and then Royce in behind, and then Polina and Partey in midfield, Tierney, Gabriel, Mustafi, and Roberto sitting in front of Leno. So let's jump into this, our first final. Hopefully we can come away with a trophy. Arsenal, Lille, let's go. Oh, I've let him get into space. It's Pepe out wide. Royce in the middle. That's a lovely ball back post. Wow, what a cross from Pepe. And everyone kind of just got caught under it. And Martinelli gives Arsenal a lead inside 6 minutes. Not how we wanted to start off this final. This is a heck of a cross. And as I said, everyone's just caught under it. It's a good header, low, near post. You feel Magnan could be doing better, but the cross deserved a goal. It was so good. Unfortunately for us, it did not come on our side. And Arsenal take the lead. Not ideal. Oh, lots of movement ahead of us here. Aubameyang's on it. Martinelli now steps inside. Finds an excellent ball to Aubameyang. What a save. A huge save there from Magnan to keep it from going 2-0 to Arsenal. And we like to bombard forward, and it looks like they like to do so also, as the header comes in off the corner and Magnan has to save. It looks like this game is going to be very, very open. A lot of pace all over the pitch. Waiting for something to open up. Finds Shelik. Jonathan David's run was a little bit late there. Here's Sanchez. Finds Samaro, and Samaro finds an excellent ball. It's 1-1. He was just onside. What a pass there from Samaro, and Yoshizi makes no mistake. And he levels it up here in the final. 22 minutes gone. I was going to say 2-2. 22 minutes gone. It's 1-1. This is an excellent ball from Samare. Perfectly weighted. Yoshizi can run onto it and hit it first time. Leno came out a little bit. Not too much he can do about that. It's difficult for the goalkeeper. Plenty of space for Yoshizi. And he makes no mistake. 22 minutes gone. It's 1-1. Here's Yoshizi. Waiting for that run from Jonathan David to come, and he should be onside here, Jonathan David. And Jonathan David does well. He's finished it. And right before halftime, we turn it around. 2-1, 43 minutes gone. That's a big goal at a big time. We don't retake the lead, do we? It's the first time we lead all day. It's an excellent pass outside of the boot there from Yoshizi. It's a great touch after getting in front of the defender. He makes no mistake on the finish either, as Leno comes out and just can't squeeze his leg out quickly enough. Excellently done. A lovely finish, and it's 2-1. Here's Yoshizi racing forward with it, and Jonathan David's made an excellent run into that gap. And Jonathan David stands his man up and goes for goal. What a save. Can we get that on target? We can. What a finish from Ikone. Open goal, sure. But he's got to get his foot almost at 90 degrees. He's got to get that way up there to hip height and steer that on target first time. This is an excellent strike. That's a great one from Jonathan David as well, but that is incredible there from Ikone. He has to get this right first time. Look how high his foot gets up there. He keeps it down. That is an incredible finish, and Jonathan David needs to get a load of credit too, because that was an excellent attempt. But Arsenal now have it all to do. 3-1, 10 minutes into the second half. Oh, right through the gap there. I pulled up with the center back. It's Royce. Royce is in an excellent spot, plays the ball across. A silly, silly goal to concede. It's too easy for Arsenal there. I've pulled that center back up to challenge, and that was a huge gap I left at a really bad time. A really, really bad time. 3-2. Arsenal back in it with 20 minutes to go, 25 minutes to go. Perfect pass from Royce. Had to get it there in between the center back and the goalkeeper. I've bought Willock on. I mean, could you imagine such a thing of a Willock goal? But it's Arsenal who's scored most recently. And there's a game on here in the last couple of minutes. Last 20 minutes. Nice. One more. Lovely stuff here. It's good football. And there's a run being made there by Jonathan David. This is lovely football here. And Jonathan David steps inside. Oh, good saves. Or straight at the goalkeeper, really. He hit that with plenty of venom. Just could not find the back of the net as Aubameyang goes off and Nketiah comes on. Imagine such a world where you need a goal in a final and you take Aubameyang off. And now Schelle can run it through as Araujo. Good ball out there to Samare, and plenty of room out here for Bamba. And Bamba cuts inside on that right foot. Lovely finish. And that might be the trophy coming our way. 4-2. A great counterattack. And Bamba with an excellent, excellent finish. A lovely goal. A huge goal. It's a step inside here. Almost too much. And maybe Leno ought to be doing a little bit better. He steps inside here. Goes to curl it. And it just goes over his arm. Maybe Leno does a little bit more there. We don't care. Bamba there surely has brought the Europa League to Lille. Lovely step. A lovely take as well. Still holding on to it. Partey. Pepe. Moving the ball around well, Arsenal here, but they don't have time to dilly-dally and mess around as the added time has come and we play it out, and that is going to be it. A win for us. As Willock looks to race away from Gabriel here. Could he add the icing onto the cake? Willock, oh, that's a huge save, and he manages to get it. Oh, Willock. He's grabbed the goal. Joe Willock, a permanent transfer from Arsenal, puts the icing on the cake in the Europa League final against Arsenal. That is incredibly lucky, that. It gets cleared, bounces around, falls, and then it just... Leno spreads himself, and Willock touches it between his legs. Incredible. Willock grabbing a goal. 5 different goal scorers today as we go and lift the Europa League trophy. 5-2, the final. Caps off a really good season for us. We get a trophy. We finish in a Champions League space. You know, we had some really encouraging performances in there. Of course, the Lyon and the PSG one later on in the season. Of course, earlier on, those two did a number on us. But, you know, some encouraging ones later. We got some big victories in Europe. Ajax, Villarreal. This Arsenal one, though this Arsenal one was a lot tighter than the scoreline probably suggests. But some lovely, lovely stuff there as Renato Sanchez is getting ready to lift the Europa League trophy. That's a pretty nice trophy, that. That one looks good. Lille in the background. Everybody high-fiving. And there it is, a trophy in our first season. That's what you want to see. Lifts. And there it is. Red and blue confetti flying around. That's what you want to see. And hopefully we can obviously build on this as we go into Season 2, which will be happening next episode. We'll start off Season 2, but Renato Sanchez and the boys have some celebrating to do. Celebrating to do with the fans here as well. Some running, some jumping, some incredibly excited fans at the stadium. They're all bouncing around. Sanchez is flailing that thing back and forth like it's pretty light. I don't know about all that, but there they go, and they're getting ready for the picture here. Of course, Magnan there, Botman, Renato Sanchez, Yoshizi in the back. A load of good players we've got here. And, of course, we're going to talk about their futures, everyone's futures. De Ketelaere, Bradovich back there. An excellent, excellent final. 7 goals. I mean, what more could you ask for in a final? As we want to get an achievement there, European glory. Win the Europa League final. It's the first time we've won the Europa League. I guess we went straight with Wolves, yeah, I guess. It is what it is, but we'll take it. And we are going to go ahead and do a couple things first. I want to sim to, I guess, here. So we can go ahead and see who wins the Champions League final when we go through our end of season stuff. But we will be in the Champions League next year. So hopefully we're ready for the step up in competition, though. We got a pretty difficult run to the final. Villarreal is a good team. Ajax is a Champions League team most of the time. You know, those are the things there. Player contracts expiring. Those two can go. Monthly scouting update. Loan offer for him. Manager award. Player contracts expiring. Progress assessment. Youth scout stuff. All these things. I'll take a look at these loan offers in a bit. I believe that was the winger who terminated his contract, which we were comfortable with. So, let's take a look. Other leagues first. We checked ours. Competition. Let's take a look. We'll go to the Premier League. We do the major leagues mostly. Manchester City win the league. They beat out Liverpool and Chelsea by 7 points. Liverpool finished second on goal difference. Manchester United finish 4th, Arsenal 5th, right on the verge of Champions League football, but out by 1 goal difference. That is super harsh, and they don't get in because we beat them in the final. That is very harsh. Tottenham on 75, so United just sneak in there. And then we've got Leicester, Everton, Wolves following them up. Anyone crazy getting relegated? No. Let's take a look at the Bundesliga. Bayern win the Bundesliga by a hefty, hefty margin there. Jesus, 16 points. Leipzig finishing 7 points behind Dortmund. Leverkusen there also finishing in the top 4. And then Wolfsburg, Mönchengladbach, Frankfurt to follow. Schalke not finishing on the bottom, which is good for them. And then we can take a look at Serie A. Lazio win the Serie A 2 points ahead of Juventus. Only 1 loss. There are 9 draws in there, but 1 loss. Only conceded 29 goals all season long. And then it's Juventus, Inter, Napoli will be the top 4. Those will go into the Champions League. Then Roma, Atalanta to follow. Some good teams in Italy. They're pretty spread out. Normally the top 7, 8 are pretty good. Nobody crazy going down. Udinese, it's a tough one. And then La Liga. Atletico Madrid. They beat out Real Madrid by 3 points. Barcelona by 4 points. And Villarreal, who we beat comfortably, by 4 points. And then there's a massive gap to 5th. Almost a 20-point gap from 4th to 5th. And then the top 4 are separated by 4 points, which is absolutely incredible as well. Granada finishing in a Europa League spot. Valencia, Sevilla, Getafe, Celta all looking in. Sociedad rather low down as well. Not too bad. And then we get to see who won the Champions League. Let's take a look. Champions League here. And Paris, our rivals in the league. They beat out Barcelona 5-2 in the semifinal. Liverpool beat out Real Madrid 3-1, and then Paris beat Liverpool 2-1 to win the Champions League. So France, or Europe, is French this year in terms of trophies. That's pretty nice. Now let's take a look at the rest of us here. 57 appearances for Magnan, 4 clean sheets. Now that is something we have to focus on next year. I feel that's just not good enough. We score tons of goals, but we concede tons of goals also. 4 clean sheets and 57 appearances is not exactly Magnan's fault. It's just the way we play, but it's not great. And then Carzenas as well, 2 appearances, no clean sheets for him. Dundar had an appearance and had a clean sheet in his only appearance, which That'll work for him. Braddarich, 38 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. Nicely done. He's still only 21, 77 overall. A very good season for him. Ronaldo, 23 appearances, 1 assist. He's 27. He's someone we may move on, mainly because of his age, 1 and 2. He just doesn't feel super great in terms of, FIFA standards, and we'd like to have a younger kind of player there to back him up, or to back up Braddarich, I feel. Dronla had 1 appearances laid on, of course, got the clean sheet in that 1-0 against Rennes, but he will be being shipped off as well. And Dick, 37 appearances, 4 clean sheets, still only 21, up to 76 overall, should be a really good center back for us going on into the future. Butman, who took over for Samaro's spot, 29 appearances, he's only 21, looks like he's going to be a really good player and should be probably our starter next year. We'll see how transfers go and things like that. We'll talk about that after this, but a very good young player. Samaro, another player we may move on. Maybe. He's had a really good year. Eventually we kind of switched to Butman, but still a really good center back to have around. 28 years of age, 77 overall, 37 appearances, 3 assists as well. A very good player. Jallo grew a little bit. Not too bad. 21 years of age, 70 overall. Next year I hope he grows a little bit more. 22 appearances for him, but he actually feels pretty good in terms of, a 70 overall at the back. So, hopefully he continues to improve. Shelik, 35 appearances, 2 assists. 24 years of age for the Turkish, I assume, international. 78 overall. Still has plenty left to give. Still has plenty of growing to do. Piade, a really good backup option, and he's someone I might keep around. He can play right back or left back. 25 appearances. I know he's older, and that doesn't really fit Lille as much anymore, but if we could have a starting left back, a backup left back, starting right back, backup right back, Piade being around to play both, as an emergency kind of addition, I'm comfortable with that. But 25 appearances from him. He had a pretty decent year. Pizzuto, 13 appearances and an assist in defensive midfield. Still only 19, the Mexican. And hopefully, we can continue to grow him. Andre, 34 appearances, 2 goals, 10 assists, 81 overall. He's 30, so we got a decision to make on Andre. This is probably his peak in terms of transfer value right now. And he lost that spot to Samare. So, we're on the edge on that. We'll see as we go. Bamba, 52 appearances, 26 goals, 18 assists, 5 clean sheets. Incredible from Bamba. Really good year for him. He's 25, 81 overall. I'm not sure how much more he's going to grow. Hopefully he can continue to grow, but we'll keep an eye on that, of course. Renato Sanchez, 52 appearances, 14 goals, 31 assists, 5 clean sheets. An excellent year. He's pretty versatile. Can play anywhere in that midfield and on the right. 82 overall at age 23. Hopefully we can keep him around forever, really. Samari, 39 appearances, 3 goals, 17 assists. An excellent, excellent year for the Frenchman. 22 years of age, 80 overall. He should grow to be an absolute powerhouse in midfield. Angel Gomez is out on loan. I'm kind of looking forward to him coming back. But he's at 70 overall at the moment. Yoshizi, 44 appearances, 23 goals, 29 assists. A really, really good year for the Turkish man. And 80 overall now. He's only 24. He's a weird one for me. I think I might start training him to play a little bit further back in midfield, perhaps. He just doesn't have the physical attributes I want in a cam. But he's been playing there all year, and it's not like he's been playing poorly or anything like that. I just think he's better suited to midfield. We'll see going forward. Joe Willock, who emerged quite a bit toward the end of the season, 31 appearances, 12 goals, 7 assists, 74 overall for the 21-year-old Englishman. Hopefully we can continue to unlock his talents. He's had a very, very good second half of the year. Guillet's 23 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists. Took him a little bit to get going, but he's only 17. 71 overall. He's really starting to put together some good performances, and hopefully another one we can continue to grow. Ikone, 51 appearances, 12 goals, 22 assists. What more could you ask for? An incredible year for the versatile forward, and hopefully we can keep him around. Only 23, 82 overall. A very, very good player. Araujo, 28 appearances, 6 goals, 2 assists. 25, 78 overall. His peak potential is pretty good. Whether we reach it or not, I don't know. But he's going to be sitting behind Ikone, so it's going to be very difficult for him to reach peak potential. But a very, very good player to have around. We love him here. Tekets Layer, 28 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. His performances are a lot better than his stats, though I may possibly change him to a striker, perhaps. I don't think he's 100% suited out left. But I mean, physically, he can. It's difficult for him out on the wing. We like to play pacey, open football. He's not super pacey or anything like that. So we may change him to striker or, attacking midfielder, perhaps. But he's still a good player. I like having him around. Jonathan David, 49 appearances, 73 goals, 29 assists. Can't really say anything else on that, can you? 21 years of age, 81 overall already, and the Canadian international should turn out to be an absolute superstar. Timothy Weah, 19 appearances, 9 goals, 5 assists. He really started to put some good performances together. He's at 70 overall right now. He's only 21. Hopefully he can continue to grow. We'll see going forward. Yilmaz, 74 overall. He's 35. He's gone down quite a bit. We may move him on. We probably will move him on. But he made 25 appearances, 17 goals, 4 assists for us. He plays a lot better than what you would expect out of a 35-year-old. But, it's probably time to move him on. And, yeah, there are actually a lot of Turkish players on this team. I didn't even realize how many there actually were. Yashizi, Yilmaz. There's also another couple in there. Well, these are the Turkey internationals coming. And then, or the Turkish players coming. And then Shelik is Turkish as well. So 3. And then, of course, we got a lot of Turkish players coming through. So I guess you guys noticed that way before I did, of course. But, yeah, not too bad of a year. Now, as for transfers, we want to keep this Lille one as realistic as possible. So we are going to consider every single offer that comes our way and move on from there. There are obviously players we don't want to get rid of. Jonathan David, Renato Sanchez are players I don't want I don't want to go anywhere. Ikone. But if a realistic offer comes in, we're probably going to move them and try. We're probably going to be a lot of ins and outs in this particular series, mainly because of the way just Lille are kind of going through things, going young and selling off, almost like the Monaco model. Though Lille, they also have an incredible scouting department in real life, a lot like Monaco do. So it's almost as if the turnover doesn't happen as much, but they continue to make money kind of thing. We'll see as we go, but they like their young players. They like their players who probably just need a change of scenery, like Renato Sanchez did. So we'll see as we go, but that'll probably be as how it happens going forward, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for Season 2. In peace.